in. Come on in. How is everybody doing? A lot of you was already in the waiting room, waiting to come on. Let me get the comments set up here. Subscribers only can comment on YouTube. If you are watching on the replay, you can comment on it on Facebook, or you can comment on YouTube on the replay. But while we are live, we like to kind of limit who can comment on lives, because you got to have some kind of control over your live. Beverly Johns is on tonight. She is moderating, so thank you, Beverly, for that. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? Laura Johnson is on, I see. Boy, these names fly by so quick. Lena Bush, good evening. Janice, Julie, let's see, Sherry, Debbie, Dot, ooh, Brenda, I see, Betty. Boy, y'all are just, oh, wow, the comments are flying by. And we only got 300 and some on right now, and the comments are flying by. But that's okay. Keep on commenting, y'all. I loved it. I love to see everybody participate, and try to participate if you're watching. Even if you just type hi. At least you're going to say hi. Denise sent a gift. Thank you, Denise. I'll try to watch the gifts if I can. Sometimes they slip away as I start talking, and I don't see them all because this is a fast-paced live, y'all. So, all right, just say hi if you're on here. Uh-oh, Oklahoma's waiting on severe storms. They have such bad storms, Oklahoma and Kansas and all them places. Really bad storms, and so many tornadoes and stuff moves across all that area out there that's flat. I guess it's flat, that's why it happens. We live here kind of close to mountains and stuff, so we don't get that many tornadoes, but sometimes tornadoes do come through here too. All right, let's see. We got Tennessee on here tonight. Did Jace get... Yes, D. I got some packages. I haven't got to open them yet, but I saw one came from Tupperware today. Rosie, thank you for the gift. So I will try to open up maybe tonight or tomorrow. Some gifts came. I got two things from Amazon. And, West Virginia's here tonight. Margaret. I love to see when Margaret's on, because anytime I got chicken questions, I know Margaret's going to know a lot of information on chickens. But I'm good on chickens right now. I filled up their feed today, their waters today, checked them all out. I still got a broody chicken. I still may try to slip some stuff under her. Don't know yet. Oh, my shirt makes it hard to read the comments. All right, let's turn this shirt around. Sometimes I do that, y'all. It's real easy to turn my shirt around. Let me get it here, and then it's going to be solid on the next side. All right. Let's get my arm through here. There we go. I do this a lot at Fireside because the comments, if it's a plain shirt, it's better for the comments. Let's move that down. No, let's move it up. Oh, we go. There we go. We got the comments right on the blue now. So it should be easy to see. I did get their little pasty butts clean this morning. When I was in there with the chicks, one of them had a gob of poo-poo on its, but the other one wasn't so bad. I think I had to clean 2 or 3 of their butts on the baby chicks. I forgot all about that part. It's been so long since I had chicks, since last year. But you got to clean the little poop off their butt if it sticks to their fur or whatever it's called. Their, I guess, I don't know what it is. Their feathers. And then it's called a pasty butt, and it can clog up their little poopy hole, and you got to clean that off. So somebody said my comments are below your picture. Oh, well, see, on my phone, all right, I guess that's how it is. The picture's at 1, and then because when I watch Lindsay, her picture's up here, and all the comments are down here. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm still new to I'm still new to the YouTube and where the comments are and how you get them, because sometimes I lose them and then I can't get back to them. So yeah, the comments are down, so it shouldn't matter what my shirt looks like. But maybe y'all's looks different. If you want my mailing address, it's out there somewhere. Hey, Suzanne's on here. She's a moderator also. My address, just send me a message on Facebook to my Cooking with Pam Davidson page on Facebook if you need the address, and we'll make sure you get the right one. All right, what is everybody up to today? I have been busy today. I posted, why do some people put baby chicks in a cup of water for pasty butt? I don't know. I just always take mine in there to the sink and just run some warm water across their butt and it comes right off. But so let me see here. These things are going, let me see this real quick here. Oh, okay. Let's see. But anyhow, I went to town today, got my car washed, had to buy chicken food and all that. I filmed, then I was loading up videos while I had a good signal in town. So while the videos were loading, I went in the Home Goods and was shopping around, looking, did a couple little videos in there. They have such pretty stuff. I wanted y'all to be able to see some of that. Oh Lord, Luella Stanley said 1 dead and 11 injured in a shooting in Myrtle Beach. I have not heard that. Not heard that at all. Some parts of Myrtle Beach, it isn't like it used to be, and it's like got gangs down there, is what I've heard. So I don't know, y'all, about that. But when we go to the beach, we go to Surfside, and it's in a gated community. So I didn't hear anything about. Let's see. J&M said she loved going in Home Goods today. Let's see. I live in Alabama, and that man had 4 kids. Oh, I don't know anything about what 4 kids you're talking about. Sometimes the comments are not in order, and people's got different conversations going on. And sometimes if you just comment, I don't know what you're talking about. But all right, Margaret said, I buy cheap hand soap, dump it out, then use it for dish soap, the pretty jars with the pump. Oh, that's a good idea. Because sometimes, I buy those little hand soaps and then you could just use that. But I had been using a mason jar in the kitchen. Joyce, thank you for the gifts. Oh, Dollar General has them. I have to look up there. I don't really go out shopping too much, just that I have bought one before at Home Goods, so I knew they had them. Carrie said her mom loves to watch me throughout the day, thankful for me. I get so many messages, y'all. That's why I try to post a lot. I try to post just little clips, 4 or 5 minutes if I can, because I can't load big long videos. So I post stuff because so many people, I'm their entertainment. I'm what they watch at the end of the day. They look for me all day long, and if they can't find something new, they watch an old thing. And so somebody said there's no message button on your Facebook page anymore. There should be, because I've been getting messages all day long. So there should be a message button on there at the top of my Facebook page. On my Cooking with Pam Davidson. You might not be on the right one. Make sure it's the one with the blue check mark. Oh, Joyce Frank is excited. She's going to get a new roof on her house next week. Well, that is great to hear. All right. Lena said she looks throughout the day too, so she can watch. I get so many messages like that. A lot of people, they live by themselves, and you know they got to look at something, and there's really not that much on TV to look at. Let's see. Oh, Julie said Hobby Lobby has the lids and the pumps you can buy. Yeah, the little metal ones that I've bought before, they just like start rusting. Let me see. Let's see. Uh, Carolyn wants to know, did we reach the 2,000 that we needed to get that lady's work done? We did. The lady in North Carolina got all taken care of. Everything is paid for, lock, stock, and barrel. So thank y'all. I already thanked you once, but in case you didn't hear, that whole need got met. She got the work done, and we all got it paid for with y'all's donations. So thank you for that. Let's see. Have I got packed for my trip yet? No, it's 2 weeks away. I haven't even started. I'm going to start, though, soon. I just been trying to shop a little bit, and I did get me a beach cover up. I'll have to show y'all what I did. And I found me some bottoms that I'm looking for. I think I have enough tops, but if not, I was looking for one more, but I ain't never found it yet. All right. Yeah, I have never seen those lids at Hobby Lobby that fit on the pint mason jar. Yeah, Lindsay is doing another fundraiser. I donated today to the fundraiser. I don't know if I'm going to join her team or just let her, you know, or direct her. Like if I join her team, then people have to pick, do they want to donate to me or donate to Lindsay, but it all goes to the same thing. So I didn't know if we should just put it all under Lindsay's name, and that way she could maybe be the top fundraiser. Then you ain't got to split your funds. And she could, because the Kidney Foundation, they track how many people, you know, who gets the most fundraisers. If your subscriber message goes away, you just go the 3 dots. All right. Denise sent a gift. Thank you, Denise. All right. What else is going on, y'all? We went and had our closing for our church property. So we had to go down there at 3 o'clock today. Me and my friend went. She's also a trustee at the church. So we had the lawyer down there, the buyers, our real estate agent, and all that was down there. So we got all the papers signed. And now we are waiting on the plan. So y'all pray that them plans get done, because you know sometimes they keep saying 2 more weeks, 2 more weeks. Well, they have promised them by May 7th. So that's about 2 weeks away. So I'm hoping we get them by then, because we want to get them to the county. So I would like to get them to the county before I go on vacation. Pastor Paul has never let me know if those checks come. So if you wrote a check to the water well and it never got cashed, I'm going to reach out to y'all. I'm going to have to send some messages. If you know you did that, please message me and let me know. So I'll have your name there and I won't have to try to find you on Facebook. But I'm going to message you and see if you can write another check, because I think that one just totally got lost in the mail. And if it ever shows up, we won't cash them, because it'll be too old to cash them by then anyways. So I'm going to see if everybody will replace their check so we can get that little thing done. All right, let's go ahead. So if you did send money, get in contact with me with a message and let me know so we can get all that replaced. I think there was, I want to say 14 people, either 12 or 14 people. Yeah, the mail is terrible lately. It's horrible. I can't believe that it got lost. It was only going to the next state over, to West Virginia, and I can't believe it. I will never mail checks again without putting a tracker on them. That's for sure. And still, they could lose it with a tracker, but at least it's tracked somewhere. But yeah, I will never mail him checks again like that unless I put the tracker on them. All right, today, Monday, April 28th. I can't believe we're almost to the end of April. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verses 6 through 13. Follow my example as I follow the example of Christ. That's a good thing. Don't follow people, but follow somebody who's following Christ. All right, as his daddy cast his fishing line out into the lake, 2-year-old Thomas mimicked his father's actions with his own toy fishing pole. Later, as he stood on the shallow end of the lake, Thomas also tried imitating his father's example of throwing fish back into the water by dipping his pole in the water and catching the weeds. After each catch, Thomas held the weeds up for his daddy to admire before releasing them back into the lake. We tend to learn both what's good and wholesome and what's definitely not through observing and imitating others. Perhaps that's why in the New Testament, followers of Jesus are often encouraged to look to faithful servants of the gospel as role models. In 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, Paul gives examples of behavior not to imitate, which is idle, disruptive, and meddling lifestyles, and told his readers to imitate instead the examples of integrity found in him and the other leaders, and he encouraged them to never tire of doing what is good. But Paul knew that ultimately his example was only worth imitating insofar as it pointed to reliance on Christ. Only by rooting our lives in Christ's faith and power can we grow in grace and wisdom. Who has been a godly role model in your life? Y'all type that in the comments and let me know if somebody has been a godly role model in your life, and let me know who it is. And who might you influence in turn? Who are you trying to be an influence for? All right, Brenda said her mom was. All right, let's see. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the dear people you've placed in my life who pointed me to you and are helping me learn what it means to live in your power and your love. Oh, a lot of people are saying your mom, your dad, your daughter, your pastor's wives, your granny, your grandma, your parents. Let's see, grandmother, my mom, my best friend, my aunt. Oh, a sweet lady I follow, Farm Cooking with Nan. I love Farm Cooking with Nan. I got to meet her a couple years ago. Sweet, sweet lady. All right, we got a lot of people's got people who. Now, who can y'all influence? Joy said her brother-in-law, who is a preacher. Okay, let me see here. Margaret said, what do you do about all the cattails and lily pads in your pond? Well, Margaret, we don't have any lily pads that I know of, but we got cattails coming out the yin yang. And the cattails, I researched them one day because I was going to think about digging them up. Well, underneath the roots of cattails, they're all interconnected. So there's no digging them up unless you had a machine and you dug the whole kit and caboodle up at once. And we don't have a machine to do that with. We don't have any kind of a tractor or anything like that. So that's why the cattails are all around our pond. They just magically appeared there. I don't know if the birds dropped seeds from somewhere else or what, or I don't know where they come from, but they are out of control. And sometimes Tony talks about maybe renting a machine and trying to dig them out of there, but you'd have to do it. Oh, Margaret said she found some stuff she's going to buy and try to use it. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. I haven't really looked. uh, look to see if there's anything that you can get rid of the cattails, but they are all over our pond, especially they're at least halfway around the pond, at least, if not more. But somebody said a floor shop. I don't know what Helen May you want. What is their answer about a floor shop? Somebody said Earl King has it, but it's expensive and they take over the whole pond. What takes over the whole pond? Yeah, you can't dig them up by hand because I tried one time. It kind of, the pond was kind of oh, the cattails. The pond was kind of real low one time, and we went down there and looked, and I thought, well, I wonder if we could dig these up. But then I read about them, and they're all interconnected. So there's no use in digging up some because they just spread again. So we've just left them. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Let's see. I love the place on Amazon Haul. I bought a lot of stuff dirt cheap. Okay. Yeah, that was we were talking about one night. I haven't been able to get back on there. Haven't had time. Yeah, I don't. What are cattails? Cattails that they grow up wild in a pond, and they got the brown on one end of them, like a brown fuzzy thing at the top of them. You can Google and look up stock with some fish, and they love to eat the roots. Oh, really? I haven't heard about that. I'm gonna have to research that more. Oh, Sam's Floor Shops will buy the cattails. Well, tell them to come on over here. I got all kind I can sell them. Oh, I didn't never hear about a flower shop. Looks like a corn dog. Yeah, they do look like corn dogs at the end. That's kind of funny. Yeah, we don't really like all the cattails now. They are pretty in some pictures. I used to set Virginia up on all them rocks down there and pose her up every Easter. But and the cattails would be in the back, and it's pretty. Okay, what is Amazon Haul? It is on your homepage of Amazon. It'll say Haul, Haul, and stuff is like closeout items, and you can get cheaper items. I haven't looked on there for too much, but somebody was telling me about it and said you can find stuff cheaper. So you might want to look on your Amazon and see if you can find the Haul button and look in there and see if you can find any good deals. Yeah, I know they do use them in flower arrangements, but I never thought about people wanting to buy them. Oh, florists use cattails in the arrangements. I should call a florist and say, y'all want any cattails? I got a whole bunch in my pond. Come and get them. But see, they just cut them off, and the roots are all still down there, so they just come on back. But I'm not sure. But I did when we first moved out here. Well, Tony dug that pond, and there was no cattails in it. But now, what do the something tribes do with the cattails? I have no idea. It said the milk in the cattails cures warts. I never heard of that. Oh, Joyce said Hall had the cheese containers like I have from Tupperware. Oh, well, that's good to know. I'll have to look on there. I haven't had time. I don't get a whole lot of time to spend like looking because I work this page all day long and I have been loading videos to Facebook and YouTube day in and day out. It takes a lot of time, y'all, to get all these videos up every day. And sometimes I don't, and then I miss some, and then I find it, and then I throw it out there. And see, Joyce, did you find them on Amazon? It was on Amazon Haul, is where she found the containers for the cheese containers. So just search for cheese container on Amazon Haul, and you just click on the Haul button, I think. is that's where you're going to find them. Yes, we did close on the church property. So that is signed, sealed, and delivered. Now the next step is to get the building plans done, and then the building plans submitted to the county, and then the county will issue a building permit. And we are chomping at the bit to get that building permit. I don't know how long the county takes on that, but you know, it's getting ready to come up on vacation time and all that. So we'll just hope that uh, y'all just pray that everything gets done quickly, that God will find favor with our building plans and get them passed through everything quickly. Sherry Briley, thank you for the gift. Let's see here. Margaret said, I can't wait for you to come back up to West Virginia. I'm going to try to get down there. I got to get to Hawaii and get back. I might get down there in June. I don't know. I got stuff going on all the time. But Joyce Frank, thank you for the gift. Wow, Joyce, this is very generous. Rebecca, thank you for the gift. Darla, thank you for the gift. Let's see what else we got going on. Let's see, we went to the closing, and then Tony's been working in the garden all day, y'all. He wanted me to come out there and help him, but I ain't really much on gardening. I don't like it. He's been out there all day hoeing and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, it's hot in the sun, and I haven't talked to my brother lately, uh, so I don't know how he's doing. I guess he's all right, or he'd let me know. Uh, let's see here. Somebody said Billy Mills was in the hospital and sick. I think he's been sick for quite a while. Oh, Nina said she loves it. Yeah, one time, y'all, I took an aptitude test when I first moved to Washington D.C. They gave me that aptitude test to see what kind of career I should have, and it came up. I had two things I tied for, and y'all guess what it was? A beautician and a farmer. That cracked me up because I do like to cut hair, and I have cut a lot of people's hair just out of necessity. You know, when I was younger, we was poor, so I would cut. I always cut Tony's hair when we first got married for a long time. I said, Lord, what you pay for one haircut, I can buy a pair of scissors and get free haircut. So I've always cut his hair for a long time. That's when he used to have hair. Now he just shaves it down. But I've cut a lot of people's hair, mostly men's, a few women's, but mostly men's. And I just cut it for free, you know, to help people out that couldn't afford a haircut. But yeah, that's what that aptitude test that said. It was a toss up between a beautician and a farmer. I thought, Lord, I don't want to be either one of them, because beautician, you got to stand there all day long and try to please people with what you're doing to their hair. No, thank you. I don't want that. Oh, and I'm not very artistic, so I wouldn't be able to come up with these fancy hairdos and stuff. But let's see. I did that, and then what else did we do? We ate leftovers tonight. You know, we got that thing from the Italian place last night, that turnover. I only ate about that much last night, and I ate about that much today, so I got about that much still in there. So I just eat a little bit of that at a time, and Tony's done ate off his twice too, so we didn't eat very much of it at a time. Now, back in the day, Tony probably could have ate two of them, but he didn't want to chance it. He just eats a little tiny bit of it. What career did I choose? I worked for the federal government for 37 years. And I didn't trim any of my shrubs except the rose bushes, and then I planted all the flowers. Did y'all see all my flowers? I put a video out there of all the, yeah, I am a chicken farmer, I guess. But I do like fooling with the chickens. I love it. I'd really like to live on like a third world country and just raise like tons of chickens and give the chickens away and the eggs away and hatch chickens so people to have chickens, because man, if you got chickens, you can just get eggs and eggs and eggs and you can live on some eggs. And people that don't have uh, these poor countries, get them a cow and a goat and a chicken and you could hatch chickens every 21 days, so you could replenish. And then if you got too many roosters, they could eat the roosters and they'd have some protein and get eggs all the time. And I'd keep myself busy, man. I'd be hatching chicks left and right. I love to hatch. Oh. All right. Well, oh my goodness, it's already 8:30, y'all. So I'm gonna cut this off. I like to keep this just at 30 minutes. Yeah, I did 37 years. I was going to do a little bit less, but then the pandemic hit, and then I didn't retire, and I went back and I worked a few more years after the pandemic. So that was good. Oh, what was on Amazon that I said to look for? Some people like the cheese container that I store my cheese in the refrigerator. So you can look for that if you want. All right. Good night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow, Tuesday. We'll be here at the house practically all day tomorrow, I think. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we will have a little Jace. So tomorrow's my last day off. So I got to get some stuff done around here. So good night. Y'all have a great night. And we will talk to y'all tomorrow.